Good morning. It's around 7 in the morning and it's week 3 of my internship. I'm posted in the medicine department. Week 1, I was posted in the medicine casualty. In the second week, I was in the ICCU, the cardiac ICCU, and right now I'm going to the ARS ward, which is the dog bite ward. Okay, so now I'm leaving. So it's the 1st of July, and as you can see, it is very cloudy and windy as well. And here we go. So before I take you guys through what I'm doing in the ARS ward this week, I thought I'd just quickly catch you up on how the first 2 weeks of internship have been, because I couldn't really vlog much there. Casualty was way too hectic, and in ICCU, well, filming inside an ICU wasn't exactly an option. So let's start with week 1, which is medicine casualty. I don't think anything could have prepared me for that first day. Like, I knew casualty would be busy, but I don't think I realized how busy. The moment I walked in, there were already patients everywhere. The moment I walked in, there were already patients everywhere. Stretchers coming in, one after the another. Relatives asking questions, residents rushing around. It honestly felt like the hospital never hit pause at that point. There were around 5 or 6 residents working with me at that time, and everyone always had something to do. There was literally no standing around. If you were free even for like a minute I'm saying, someone would be like, "Can you do this for me?" And suddenly you're running across the casualty all over again. Most of my day was spent taking ECGs, putting intracads, checking blood sugars, monitoring blood pressure. Basically anything that needed to be done quickly. And I swear, by the end of the first day, I had already walked more than I probably did in an entire week before internship. I actually checked my step count one day because, I was curious. It was around 10,000, so 10,000 steps per day inside one hospital, inside one casualty. Like, I wasn't even trying to hit my step goal. What really surprised me was the number of patients coming in with chest pain. I don't know why I expected every casualty case to be something dramatic, like road traffic accidents or trauma. Most of my day was spent taking ECGs, putting intracads, checking blood sugars, monitoring blood pressure. Basically anything that needed to be done quickly. And I swear, by the end of the first day, I had already walked more than I probably did in an entire week before internship. I actually checked my step count one day because, I was curious. It was around 10,000, so 10,000 steps per day inside one hospital, inside one casualty. Like, I wasn't even trying to hit my step goal. What really surprised me was the number of patients coming in with chest pain. I don't know why I expected every casualty case to be something dramatic, like road traffic accidents or trauma. But honestly, so many patients came in with chest pain, and that's when it really hit me that this is what medicine actually looks like. Sometimes there would be 3 or 4 patients waiting at the same time, everyone needing something very urgently, and you just learn to work really fast. I remember in the beginning I used to overthink everything, like, am I holding this correctly? Did I connect this properly? Should I ask someone again? And then after a couple of days, your brain kind of switches into the internship mode. You're still careful, obviously, but you stop doubting every single thing you do. You become faster without even realizing it. I think that's what I loved the most about casualty. Every single day felt different. You never knew what was about to walk through that door. Some days felt like absolute chaos. Some days were, slightly calmer, but there was always something happening, like it was exhausting. Genuinely exhausting. So by the time I got back to my room every evening, my feet were done. Mentally, physically, everything. But at the same time, I had so much fun. I know that sounds weird because everyone complains about casualty, but I actually loved the energy. It was stressful, yes, but it was never boring. There was always something new to learn, someone teaching you something, or a resident randomly giving you tips while you're trying to keep up. Looking back now, I think casualty was probably the most hectic posting I've had so far. Then after that came week 2. And honestly, walking into the ICCU after casualty felt like entering a completely different world. The first thing I noticed was the AC, the air conditioning. I know that's the first thing I noticed, but after spending a week running around the casualty, walking into the cool ICU honestly felt like a luxury. But even though it was calmer outside, the patients inside were much more critical. Everything felt quieter. Everyone was constantly monitoring the patients. There wasn't the same chaos as the casualty, obviously, but there was definitely a different kind of pressure. A lot of my work there involved paperwork. And trust me, I have a whole new respect for documentation now. I spent so much time writing discharge cards, summaries, updating files. There was always another file waiting. I used to think doctors only examine patients. Nobody tells you how much writing is actually involved. Like, so much writing. Apart from that, we were checking blood sugars, blood pressures, helping with patient monitoring, collecting samples. And this is actually where I learned sampling properly for the very first time in my life. The first few times I was terrible, like genuinely terrible. My hands would shake a lot because I didn't want to mess it up. I would overthink every step and I'd be so nervous before every attempt. But the nice thing about internship is that you do things over and over again. So after a while, something just clicks. You become more confident, your hands stop shaking, you stop psyching yourself out before every procedure. So by the end of the week, I was actually enjoying it. If someone had told me on day one, I would have laughed because I genuinely thought I'd never get comfortable doing it. It's honestly kind of crazy how much you improve in just 1 week. When you're doing something every single day, I think that's the biggest lesson from internship so far. You don't magically wake up knowing how to do everything. You learn by doing. You make mistakes, someone corrects you, and you try again. And eventually what felt impossible on a Monday becomes completely normal by Friday. Now it's week 3 of internship. I'm in the ARS ward, as you can see, and it's completely different again. Every posting teaches you something very different. Casualty taught me how to work under pressure. ICCU taught me patience, documentation, and a lot of basic skills that I was scared of before. And now the dog bite ward is teaching me that even something that seems really straightforward has so much thought behind it and so much protocol to follow. Honestly, we are only 3 weeks into internship. There's still almost a whole year left. But it already feels like I have learned more practical things in these 3 weeks than I expected. This is my 3rd week of internship. The first week was medicine casualty, the second week was ICCU, and now I'm posted in the ARS ward, which is basically the dog bite ward. When I first heard I got posted here, I was like, okay, cool, probably just injections the whole day. But turns out it's not like that. There's actually so much more happening than I expected. So come with me and I'll show you what a normal day here looks like. So this is ward 10 of our college, where this is the dog bite ward, and I'm working here. I have my shifts going on, so let's go inside. This is the inside of the ward. I'm entering it right now. You can see there's a nurse working. There's the workstation. Then you have the beds and the area where the injections are given. This week I'm posted in the ARS ward, which is ward 10. It is right next to the medicine building. So before coming here, I genuinely thought it was just giving anti-rabies injections and that's it. But after spending a few days, 3 days here, I realized that there's actually so much more into it. Whenever a patient comes in, the first thing we do is we ask them to get their weight checked because the dose depends on their weight. So while that is happening, we start taking a proper history. We asked them exactly what happened. Was it a bite? Was it just a scratch? Was it a lick over broken skin? Was there any bleeding? Was the dog or the cat or whatever provoked or unprovoked? Where exactly did it happen? It feels, like a lot of questions, but every single answer changes what we do next. Once we have got all the details, we write everything down and then we give a test dose. After that, the patient has to wait for about an hour so that we can make sure there is no allergic reaction before giving the actual serum. If everything is okay, then it's time to calculate the dose. We have this chart that tells us how much anti-rabies serum the patient needs according to their weight. I'll show you guys a chart later because it's actually pretty interesting. So if someone weighs 50 kilos, for example, we calculate the dose based on that. Then we infiltrate the serum all around the wound as much as possible. And if there's any serum left after that, we give it intramuscularly IM divided between both the gluteal muscles. This is the chart I was talking about. So according to the patient's weight, we give the dose. So if it's a 55 kg patient, then we'll take 7.3 ml of the serum and administer it to them. So this is the workstation where all the gloves and all the equipment is kept, and these are the bins. Now I'm opening the refrigerator where all the anti-rabies serum is kept. It has to be kept in a really cold temperature. You need ice packs for it. So those are the ice packs, as you can see. I've taken a vial out of the refrigerator and kept it on an ice pack. I will aspirate the serum from this, and according to the weight of the patient, as you can see. So we have got a couple of patients waiting. They have been given the test dose, and they have to wait for 1 hour before we administer the actual ARS. So we have been, we have a couple of patients waiting. They have been given the test dose, and they have to wait for 1 hour before we actually give them the ARS. So they are waiting. So there's a lot of paperwork. The nurses have to do a lot of paperwork, and they are very helpful and understanding, and they help us how to, because we're new interns and we need help, and there's no resident in the ARS ward, so it's the nurses who help us if we have any problems, and there's shit ton of paperwork to be done. It's around 2 o'clock now, and that's a wrap for today's shift. It is still cloudy. I don't know what it is about hospital shifts, but by the end of the day, you feel like you've been here for, just 15 minutes and 15 hours at the same time. It's very weird. That is my scooter. I'm going. Anyway, that's it for today's vlog. I'm going to go home, change out of these clothes because I've been wearing them all day. I'm going to eat, obviously, because I'm very, very hungry. And I'll probably scroll Instagram for some time, I don't know. And then I'll convince myself that I'm going to study for NEET PG. Will I actually study? We'll find out. See you guys in the next vlog.